AI doesn't maintain human touch in public services. It improves it by allowing the county government to utilize their scarce and valuable human resources to provide more contact with the public and get them out of doing heads down, keyboard, data entry, document review jobs.
From Tyler Technologies, it's the Tyler Tech Podcast, your source for insightful conversations with thought leaders addressing the pressing issues in our communities. I'm Josh Henderson, and I'm on the corporate marketing team here at Tyler. Thanks for joining us. In each episode, we dive into the essential topics shaping our society and shed light on the individuals, places, and technologies empowering the public sector. If you like what you hear, please consider giving us a 5-star rating and review, subscribing on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts, and recommending the show to others. On today's episode, we're joined by Tyler's Senior Director of AI Operations, Henry Sal. Henry has over 4 decades of experience in software development, and throughout his career, he has been at the forefront of integrating AI to streamline processes, particularly in the realm of document automation. In today's discussion, we explore Henry's career journey, the latest advancements in AI, and the challenges that come with implementing these technologies in local government. From reducing the mundane tasks of document review and data entry to revolutionizing court e-filing and improving public service efficiency, Henry shares insights on how AI is reshaping the way government operates. We also touch on the future of AI, the role it plays in addressing workforce shortages, and how local governments can prepare to leverage these advancements. Whether you're a tech enthusiast, a public sector professional, or simply curious about the future of AI, this episode is packed with information you don't want to miss. We hope you enjoy the episode. All right, Henry, thank you so much for joining me today on the podcast.
Josh, it's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Of course. Now, Henry, you have a lot of experience in the artificial intelligence space. So this conversation will focus heavily on AI. But before we jump into that, I was just hoping you could tell us a little bit about your career journey up to and including what you do now here at Tyler.
That would take a long period of time because I've been in the software development business for about 40 years. I started a company called Computing System Innovations. And in the later days of it, we got involved with doing document processing using legacy technology called regular expressions to find data. And then we transitioned that into machine learning to be able to process documents more accurately than possible with human software developers. And we ended up automating high volume workflows for different local and state government, mostly in the clerks space, and also private sector for commercial banking, healthcare, and title company processing, so large document volumes. Bottom line is my focus has been on finding AI technologies that would assist humans in not having to read and process documents. And then along the way, we ended up doing a lot of redaction business. And then we were partners with Tyler Technologies in the redaction space for quite some time. And then about a year ago, actually, the anniversary is coming up shortly, Tyler decided to acquire my organization called Computing System Innovations. Now we operate as a division within Tyler's Enterprise Justice.
That's great. Now, obviously, AI has certainly been a hot topic in recent years, and there's obviously still a lot of questions and concerns about implementation from a public sector standpoint. But when it comes to transitioning to digital operations, what are some of the key challenges in adopting AI technologies, and how can these hurdles be overcome?
Yeah, great question. The biggest challenge I see is the client's knowledge of AI and that it being limited to what they currently are exposed to. Most of the current knowledge I see as being that they are aware of is being AI and chat applications. So they look for how AI and chat applications can improve their services when there's so much more to AI that can be accomplished. I believe and have actually been successful in inventing a solution that uses AI to read and understand documents with greater accuracy than humans. Educating the counties and the governments as to the potential of applying AI to other than what they are aware of, I think is an important idea. And then that's a challenge they face. They can essentially take the AI and apply it to things other than chatbot applications. So use of AI in document intake workflows allows the county to adopt the technologies to process information faster than humans can, and with expended hours for providing additional county services. So as counties know more and more about what AI capabilities are, not just from their chat GPT applications, um, I think that's kind of important in adopting more AI technologies to assist counties.
Yeah, obviously it's very much so a workforce efficiency solution. And we've heard about AI and machine learning a lot, making an impact in the public sector as well. But how are these technologies sort of revolutionizing routine government tasks, like you said, like document processing? And what specific technologies are having the biggest impact in your opinion?
Got it. So AI, or machine learning applied to document processing automation, is a specific field of AI called document understanding. So it's not general purpose AI, it's specific purpose AI. So document understanding AI has two main areas related to document processing. The first is document classification, where the contents of a document are used to determine its type. The second is data location. It's used primarily for data extraction, but also for data redaction. As to specific technologies, traditional document understanding AI has used algorithms that are based upon the presence of words as well as their meaning. An example of this, let's say a text string Sue Smith. The presence here of the word Sue Smith is only half of the equation, as Sue Smith in context can either refer to Sue Smith being a person's name or an action, I'm going to Sue Smith, which obviously has a different meaning for being able to extract a person's name or an action. So if you're looking for names, the meaning of the text found matters. So that's traditional AI algorithms. The biggest impact in document understanding space now is a new algorithm called a transformer. It was invented by Google Brain, Google Research, and the University of Toronto in 2017. And it's recently come to fame with its use in something everybody is probably familiar with, and it's ChatGPT. The transformer algorithm itself provides billions of parameters or reference points for being able to classify a document correctly or extract information that allows the classification and data location to far exceed what humans are capable of doing in terms of accuracy. So the greater the accuracy, the less documents have to be reviewed by humans. So the technologies that we are implementing and have the largest impact in county government processing are the transformer algorithms.
That's really interesting. Really insightful there. So, we can't really talk about AI without also mentioning, workforce shortages, specifically in the public sector or in county government. And this is due to retirements or competition in the public sector, the private sector. And there's a growing need to do more, with fewer employees. So, in your opinion, how can AI help local governments tackle this challenge of workforce shortage?
Yeah, that's pretty easy in my mind. Use of document understanding AI applied to document intake and review workflows in any government office and their applications that has humans reviewing documents minimizes, if not eliminates, the need for humans to review documents and perform mundane data entry into systems. Our clients typically report that they reduce their manual review of documents by 50 to 85%, requiring less staff to perform the what I call mundane document review work, um, and make those staffers that were previously looking at documents and doing data entry available for other areas in the organization. So you can automate your document intake workflows using AI document understanding to reduce the amount of labor that's required, and also make your staff happier because they're no longer having to do routine repetitive tasks which are boring.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more of the Tyler Tech Podcast. I hope you're enjoying listening to this episode of the Tyler Tech Podcast. I'm here with my colleague Jay Champion to talk about the importance of tech modernization. Are you struggling to maintain your legacy systems? It might be time for a change.
That's right, Josh. We just released a white paper that outlines the 5 main risks of legacy systems and the benefits of modernizing your digital infrastructure.
From security weaknesses to inefficiencies and high maintenance costs, legacy systems can really hold back government agencies. So, what are some of the benefits of future proofing with an updated tech stack?
Modern cloud based solutions help to streamline processes, protect against cyber threats, improve the resident experience, meet compliance requirements, and provide more scalability.
Are you ready to leave your legacy systems behind and improve your digital services? Check out our show notes for resources to help you get started, and reach out to us at podcast@tylertech.com to connect with a Tyler expert today. Now, let's get back to the Tyler Tech Podcast. We've talked about, employees in the public sector. Now let's switch the perspective to the residents and the public's expectations for, things like digital speed and convenience when it comes to, technology. How would you say integrating AI in county government services helps to meet these demands? And can you share some examples of improved public services thanks to AI?
Yeah, of course. And I have a unique example that will resonate with people that may not be applicable to government, but I'll make the transition to government services in a few moments after I talk about my example. So, my example is pizza delivery. Everybody now and then goes onto the internet and orders a pizza. Now, when you place an order online for pizza, and if your pizza shows up 2 to 3 days later, I'm pretty sure no one's going to be pleased with that delivery service and that organization. So let's transition this to e-filing for courts. If an attorney, or if I'm an attorney, and I submit a filing over an internet portal, I don't expect it to show up in the clerk's case management system 2 to 3 days after I press the submit button. But in a lot of cases, that's what's happening. Due to increased volumes of documents in e-filings and reduced staff, the humans in the review process take time to get to the file transaction. So it's not an instantaneous activity from pressing submit to it being usable for court or being publicly available. But adding AI automation to an e-filing workflow reduces the time from submission to being available in a case management system from days to minutes. In addition, it also allows the review process to occur on the same timeline that the attorneys are doing the filings. So attorneys can file at 2 o'clock in the morning. And if the clerk's office is running 8 to 5, that transaction is not going to be seen until the next day if the clerk is rapid or a couple of days afterwards. Having the concept of AI automation in a document intake workflow expands the ability of the county government to process documents coming into the system on a 24/7 by 365 basis. And you have software processing the majority of documents that are being received. So you're expanding the operation cycle or operation timeline of a government office, as well as providing more rapid review by using software to process your documents.
That's great. I think the pizza delivery analogy is a really good and relatable one. So thank you for that. Now, we talked about workforce shortages, and retirements are definitely a huge part of that. I want to talk a little bit about sort of the new generation of employees that are entering the public sector. So, in creating a savvy work environment or a technologically savvy work environment that sort of appeals to this new generation of employee, what role does AI play in that, and how can county governments sort of balance the integration of AI while maintaining that human touch that we all know is a huge part of public services?
Got it. Okay, so for starters, AI allows county governments to use software to eliminate the mundane jobs of document review and data entry. I personally don't like having to look at my emails each day, as most of them are trivial items that have nothing to do and essentially just consume my time. I have to make a quick decision and hit delete or send it on to somebody else. Imagine having a job where you have to look at documents fed to you by a system daily, and you're judged in terms of your performance on how quickly you can review them and make corrections and do data entry. In fact, we have clients that are saying that they go through the process of training new staff, the current generation, and they put them into their production workflows and they quit because they really don't want to do the mundane job of repetitive review and data entry. So the process is boring and people are looking for jobs that are fulfilling. So now if you use AI automation software, you don't require humans to perform the mundane repetitive tasks, and you can have the humans now being available to do things that humans are more better suited and happier doing, like talking to other humans. So AI doesn't maintain human touch in public services. It improves it by allowing the county government to utilize their scarce and valuable human resources to provide more contact with the public and get them out of doing heads down, keyboard, data entry, document review jobs. So we actually, or I actually consider that we're a software delivery mechanism for staff happiness. If you implement solutions that can get rid of the boring part of a person's job, that person's going to be very happy with their employer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I know that you've seen sort of these types of technologies advance very significantly over time and throughout your career. And I know predicting technology advancements is, it's a bit of a fool's errand because it's advancing so rapidly. But we always like to wrap up our episodes with sort of a glimpse into the future. So looking ahead, what do you see as the most promising developments in AI for county government operations, and how should local governments prepare to leverage these advancements and future-proof their services?
Good question. So advancements in AI algorithms, or the speed at which AI actually builds new AI just in the field of document understanding, is tremendous. Advancements are occurring in a microcosm of time compared to what they previously required before you had new software algorithms. So software advancements and also hardware advancements. The device of choice for AI nowadays is something called a GPU, or graphic processing unit. NVIDIA is the leader in this technology. There are others, AMD and Intel to some extent, and Broadcom too. But the chips which these things run on typically come out with new advancements every 3 to 5 years. NVIDIA has recently made a public announcement, actually backed it up with, that their advancements are going to be released every year. And that's exponential advancements, like 5 to 10 times quicker hardware. So you're going to end up seeing a lot of change to algorithms, software, a lot of changes to hardware. So in terms of how local governments can protect their investment in any AI, first off, is with any acquisition, you need to vet and select an experienced partner in their business processes, and not just the AI flavor of the day, because you're going to end up with a lot of AI vendors out there saying, yes, I can do XYZ, and they have no idea what XYZ is. They just know AI. So select an experienced partner that knows your business, that is offering AI within their organization. Tyler has made and continues to make significant investments in being an AI leader in the local government space. And so offering the AI as a fully contained software as a service model absolutely future-proofs any client investment in technology, because it isolates the client to only being exposed to business process improvements, and all the underlying infrastructure and algorithms and hardware is accommodated for by the experienced vendor, whether it be Tyler or your vendor of choice. Tyler, I'm saying, is just because of our acquisition, and I'm very much aware of the investments they're making in improving our technology to offer it within other areas outside of courts and justice within the Tyler ecosystem.
That's great, Henry. Thank you so much for joining me today on the podcast. This was such a great conversation, and I hope you can come back on again soon to talk whatever we see as we move into the future here.
Thank you very much for your time. It's been a nice experience, and I look forward to answering any questions in the future of where we're going and what we're concentrating on.
We hope you enjoyed this conversation with Henry Sal. If you'd like to learn more about AI solutions and other topics discussed throughout the episode, check out our show notes for more resources. A modern digital infrastructure allows the public sector to adapt in the digital age. From operational agility to data management and analytics, as well as cost savings, security, compliance, and scalability, governments are poised to take advantage of innovative technologies to create more efficiencies in their systems and better support and connect their communities. From operational agility to data management and analytics, as well as cost savings, security, compliance, and scalability, governments are poised to take advantage of innovative technology to create more efficiencies in their systems and better support and connect their communities. Tyler creates solutions made exclusively for the public sector and has experts with government experience ready to support you on this journey. I hope you're excited about what the future holds and will reach out to us at podcast@tylertech.com to connect with a subject matter expert if you'd like to learn more. And whether it's artificial intelligence and machine learning or a modern digital infrastructure or something else entirely, we want to hear from you about what you'd enjoy hearing more of and how we can make the Tyler Tech podcast even better. Fill out our audience survey in the show notes today to let us know how you heard about the show and your ideas for future episodes. And don't forget to subscribe to the show and rate and review the podcast. For Tyler Technologies, I'm Josh Henderson. Thanks for joining the Tyler Tech podcast.